Good evening, everyone. I am so proud to be here with you all today. Special guest on the show is the judge from Camden.
I ain't heard that in a while.
We hadn't heard that one in a while, but the closer for Mount Olive, Will. So proud for you to be on here today.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Uh, Dude, I'm hanging in there. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good after today. I'd killed my first turkey, but school's going well. Everything's going well, but this is good. This sports stuff is good. So,
Yeah.
let's get into all the action here. Did Mount Olive just open your eye with like this journey of like many good baseball runs? Like, was this like your home? Like it's like starting out, like at your last decision, like
Yeah. I said it. I've said it before that I wish I'd have come to Mount Olive out of high school. Um, just because the coaching staff and like the players here, I feel right at home when I was here. And the crazy thing when I was doing the my recruiting process my last year at junior college, I could only go to Division II, and I was like dead set on going to Francis Marion. And when I came up here, I told myself I wasn't going to commit nothing, like just hear what they had to say, go back home, think about it, and the words like slipped right out of my mouth, and it's the best decision I've ever made for sure. So,
all right. Me and you have had our school issues over the years.
100%.
Oh yeah. If you could tell the kids like and discuss study habits of like balancing both lifestyles of baseball and college, like what would you say, bro? Like what are the tips?
I would say like 100% not be afraid to ask for help. You know, you always know when you're not going to do good. And the
Yes.
second, like, and I've never been a guy to ask people for help. And it wasn't really until my last year at junior college that I actually like buckled down and was truthful with myself about how I was doing in school.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until that became a priority of mine until I started doing well. So
Dude, it's like a wake up call. It's like whenever school's going good, everything just flips and falls in that category. Like,
for sure. And when I was going through that stuff at the Citadel in my first year at Flodar, um, I thought that was all, just school stuff. I thought like, I thought about it from a baseball perspective, and I didn't really see the big picture. And I would say 100% that's probably helped me. Those 2 years have helped me the most in my life, without it.
yes.
Dealing with adversity and stuff, and that's carried over into every aspect of life. So
Yes. Um, was there like a deciding factor saying like this? I mean, we kind of just hit over this, but this has to change because I'm just too good. Like in all aspects of everything. Like, am I just? I'm just better. Like,
yeah, I mean, um, at Flodar that first year I was there, I was supposed to be the dude, and on a very good team. And I don't even think it hit me then. Like I can remember like I did the radar gun. That was my duty. And sitting there watching guys I knew I should pitch over.
yeah,
Should have been pitching over was really hard. Watching them play Walter State, knowing that's a game that I probably should have pitched in. That was tough. Like sitting there in shorts and a t-shirt.
yes.
Radar gun. That was really.
Um, let's jump to the Citadel here. You were a team like Saturday guy. You were like a freshman who just, I mean, just shined in the early stage. You were freshman SoCon, like, I mean, pretty much everything speaks for itself here. But what was the biggest learning outcome from playing there and why?
Um, Probably when I got there, I had lost some velo because I lost a lot of weight, and you know, just from the rigors of going to the Citadel, and I would say the best thing that I learned in the fall was I learned how to pitch because I was pitching like 85, 86 was probably through that my sophomore year of high school and um, really learning how to pitch, like learning who I was as a pitcher.
Your presence out there.
Right. And
Yeah.
that definitely took me the farthest in baseball and then come back into the spring and I I got my velo way up there and it was easier to pitch like that for sure. So I was glad that happened because that was, I was not a pitcher in high school. I was not a pitcher until I learned how to pitch in the fall.
Who was the toughest out there? Like the toughest here you played at the Citadel.
Oh, I don't really know about other teams we played.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember much about other teams we played there. But I will say our shortstop William Kinney, he was a junior that year. He's from Sumter, and I faced him 4 times in inter squads, and he hit 4 home runs off of me. So that was by far like I've only faced him. He was 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. So he was my toughest out there for sure.
Oh gosh. But what was the highest point of being on that stage at the D1 level? Like I know the D2 is pretty good. Like they're pretty much hand in hand on some levels, if you ask me, like competition wise. Like what was the difference between that D1 to D2 perspective? Like was there any difference?
Oh yeah, I mean for sure you get a little bit pampered a little bit. Um, you get a lot of stuff. Stuff's nice, but I would say like I mean just some days there were really cool. We were playing Mercer at home. They were number 24 in the country that week. We were not a very good team.
And Mercer's always sneaky. Like every year they're sneaky.
They could hit and pitch really well. They had a really good offense. And we went to extra innings with them on Friday night, which was really cool. Um, and then Saturday, I was passing by the stadium, like on the way there, on the way to the locker room, and I could see the wind blowing out. And I was like, man, this is not going to be a good day if I don't have my stuff. Because Riley Park plays super small when the wind's blowing out.
Oh yeah. Everything sails out there like a trampoline. Like
Oh yeah.
effect.
But that day was pretty cool. Had my best outing there that day. We lost, but it was just cool. Like that was probably the biggest stage I had pitched on. So that was probably my neatest experience from the Citadel.
To Flodar, like when was that decision? Like when did you know that like the Citadel wasn't like panning out for you real well? And like when was Flodar like in the talks of like this is my next step?
Well, I wanted to make sure I did the right thing, did right by the Citadel and finish out the year there before like going on the recruiting trail again and talking to other schools. So I put that off until after the season. And at the time, like USC Lancaster was like where I really wanted to go
Mm-hmm.
because Brock Robinson was there. Me and Brock are good buddies, and they were pretty good then. But then I remember going to Flodar, and they were gone. Flodar was not there. Like the coaches and the team were not there because they had just flown to go to the JUCO World Series.
Yeah.
And I remember driving home back to Camden, and I was like, "Why would I not go to Flodar?"
Flodar, like
Lancaster, they're chilling at home right now, and Flodar's playing in
Grand Country.
Colorado, so that was a pretty easy decision there.
They hit a lot of home runs to that park.
Yeah, but I knew my grades were not going to be good enough. Pretty early on, I knew I was going to have to make a decision whether I wanted to sit out that year at the Citadel or if I wanted to, go somewhere else and try to get my grades up. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't make that decision until after the season was over.
Was there like a coach they like pulled you aside and said, "Hey, Will, like you need to find a new place." Like I know this is kind of a touchy question, but like did they see like your
Oh yeah.
destination at a different place?
Yeah, they knew it was coming. Coach Beckley at Camden, his brother, David was the assistant coach there, and he came into the locker room one day and pulled me aside and was like, it was probably like week 9, week 10 or something like that in the semester, and he just told me like because my first semester wasn't very good either, and he told me he was like, Will, you got to do this, this, and this, like so you can play here next year. And I was like, oh yeah, I got it, no problem. Like, and I knew good and well that I did not have it under control.
Did not.
No. And at that time, I mean, I wasn't really worried about it. I had a terrible year in the classroom. I had a really good year on the baseball field. Um, so I wasn't really even focused on school at all.
Yeah.
But because it wasn't a priority then. So
Yeah. What was the biggest Flodar moment? Like the big, I know they're in the competition all the time. Like, what was Flodar the biggest moment?
oh, I would say the year I played, not the year I was registered, just my second year there, we played St. John's River. That's a junior college in Florida.
Florida.
Pretty good, like really good. We were in a tournament down there with some really good teams. Thomas Farr, the Friday night guy, he was playing in that tournament at Northwest Florida State.
He's unreal.
Yeah, he one of the best pitchers I've seen pitch live.
His pound for pound Friday night SEC stuff is something
That's
serious.
good stuff right there, man. But that was a big tournament. That was really cool. I pitched against Northwest Florida State. Didn't really have a good outing that day, but it wasn't terrible. Then we played. I forgot who we played after that. And then the third game we played St. John's River and went extra innings, went to 12 innings with them and won.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the coolest moment there. You know, we had a lot of good games, but that was probably the biggest win we had all season.
Y'all are the center of the conversation. They still are. Flodar, like.
Oh yeah, Florence Arlington baseball is a pretty big name in junior college baseball.
But I feel like they're a little bit more bigger that like every year, but they just don't
Every year it gets better for sure. Because the year that I committed there, they were the World Series, and the year after that, we had probably one of the best teams they've ever had. 15 Division I commits. So Flodar's got a good track record.
All right, let's go back to Mount Olive. This is a Tate question.
All right.
What is there to do in Mount Olive, like for like free time?
Besides baseball, that's pretty tough. Well, you can play golf. We got a golf course. Play golf on Monday for our off day. But me and my roommate shoot our bows a lot in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
So that's like a big, we're into that. There's a cornfield right in my backyard. So sometimes I get bored, I'll just hit golf balls into the cornfield.
Oh yeah.
Man, you got to make fun. Like you really do.
You have to make the best of every situation, dude.
Oh yeah, it's not a college town by any means. Some very good sports teams here, but yeah, there's not much to do at all.
Yeah. I already asked this question, but when was like you already pretty much answered it, but like whenever you were settled in and at Mount Olive, like,
yeah.
Did you go as a starter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was starting on Friday nights last year.
When was the closer talk coming? Like, did you see yourself as a closer?
Well, my roommate Reed Parris, he was the Friday night starter the year before I got here, And anyways, he had some like lower back pain and whatnot, had to get surgery. And if he was going to be able to come back, I was going to the bullpen because I had done that summer before.
Yeah, with the blowfish.
Yeah, my numbers out of the bullpen were really good. And anyways, he didn't make it back, so I started. And then this year he came back. Then we got Garrett McDaniels, who went to PD Academy, went to Coastal, transferred here this year. So that's a really good number one and number two. So then this past summer also threw out of the bullpen for the blowfish, and I mean it was, you know,
That's it.
I mean it was obvious I was going to the bullpen, and it was perfectly okay with me. I love throwing out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Starting when I started, I always wanted to pitch in the eighth and ninth innings, anyways.
Yes. And in the big time moments, bro. Like,
Right. I wanted to pitch, and I get to pitch the most exciting part of the game. You know, pitch number one.
dude, it's always been like that for you. Me and Tate talk about it. Like, you really are like always in the star-stuttered like moment. Like,
Yeah. I mean, kind of. I don't pitch at. I used to.
mm-hmm. I'm losing you for the sound here. We may be screwed.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it went off for a second.
But I just love the end of the game. The end of the game is fun.
Closing that out.
Yeah.
But when was like? Did you like see it being more effective? Like you kind of just answered it, but like, did you like being a closer to start?
Yeah, I think 100% I'm better in the bullpen. Um, just my mentality, my stuff's better out of the pen. I throw harder. My slider is a lot harder, and I mean, I'm excited to go in the game.
Yeah, I feel like out of the bullpen, it's like more of like a downhill pitching perspective coming out of the bullpen. I feel like the first batter you got to settle in, but after that, if you have a good first batter, it just carries. Like,
Just, I love it. You go in there and try to throw as hard as you can.
yes, like literally.
I'd pitch some games this summer and the summer before, and sometimes I'd have to go more than one inning, and
Oh yeah.
I get through the first and second batter of the first, or I throw the first inning to be all right. Next inning I throw to the first batter, and I'm like, dang, I am gassed, just because I try to throw it as hard as I can with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool.
Do, do you have a top five of hardest outs? Like, I know you've played with a ton of guys. Like, you have to have a top five.
Yeah. Definitely number one is a guy named Gabe Howell. He plays at Georgia Gwinnett. It's an NAIA in Georgia, and he played for the Savannah Bananas. And he actually got drafted out of high school for the with the Braves. Went and played, and then there's like some kind of crazy rule that you can go back and play college baseball or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
He played with the Bananas past 2 summers, and he's a tough out. Man, I got some high school. I definitely have some from high school, but college. I mean, college. It's every dude. It's no dude's like really easy to pitch to.
Yes.
Um, man, um, Clark Scalamero that played at South Carolina and North Greenville. My sophomore year, I pitched against him, and he was a tough out for sure. Hold up, I think I wrote some down. Let's see.
Where does Wes Clark rank?
I never pitched to Wes. I think I pitched to Wes one time. I don't know. No, I mean I pitched to him one time, so I wouldn't say it's fair enough. We had Houston Wright. I can't go without Houston Wright. He played at Spartanburg Methodist, plays at UT Martin now. He was an animal in junior college. He tough out Rafi Vasquez. He played at Flodar with me. He was an animal.
He's at Charlotte.
Yeah. He hit 17 bombs in junior college that year. Um, man, there's a lot.
What about Ward Hacklin?
Ward Hackland was a pretty tough out in junior college too. Them boys
Oh,
hit. I would Brown Salmon, man. I've said it since he like started playing. Brown Salmon is the toughest out that I 100% out of all the hitters I've ever faced. He is the toughest out.
yeah, definitely. I pitched to him 10th grade year. He goes in the batter's box with an intent not to only get a hit, but just to find a way to get on base. Like but I
Yeah,
mean,
I can remember in high school I threw him like a 0-2 fastball like at his head and he pokes it in the outfield. And then when we played them in junior college, I mean, I think he had like 2 hits off of me, man.
mm-hmm.
And I finally got him in Bush League a couple summers ago, and I had to let him know. I mean, Dax Roper's a huge one too.
Oh gosh, yes.
He's an animal.
He's a crazy, isn't he?
Yeah. Madison Stokes, bit tough out. And then my number one, Seth Beer.
Oh gosh.
Seth Beer was a tough out. I played against him the fall of my senior year of high school, right before he went to Clemson. But I struck him out one time, and then he like flew out or something. But the dude made loud contact. I think the at bat I struck him out on, he hit like 2 home runs foul.
Yes.
I finally got one by him or something, like through a slider or something.
Are you and Brett Carey friends? Like good friends? Like do y'all talk about like closing perspective or no? Not really.
No, I haven't talked to him like since the summer, but this summer like we were pretty tight. He started this summer though. And he started against Vanderbilt the other day, didn't he?
No, he came out of the bullpen and he retired 17 of last 18 guys.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool. A lot of the games this summer he'd start and I'd back him, like we'd piggyback each other. That was pretty neat. He's an animal though.
Like he pitches unfazed. Like it's like I don't know, he shows no emotion.
Yeah.
But that,
man.
all right, that's it for the baseball perspective of some things. I may come back to that later, but the go-to food stops will like
dude, there's so many. I was trying to narrow them down the other day, but I'm just gonna list them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay like around Camden too, which is a crazy thing. But number one, this is the only number one is the Bojangles in Camden.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna tell you why. The Bojangles in Camden, it doesn't have it on the menu, but it has a buffet. Did you know that?
Yes.
You go up there, you pay $11 and you eat all you want. Bojangles. Everything. Bowberry biscuits, Supremes.
It's just the quality of Camden, like really only Camden. It's the Camden Bojangles. All the ladies in there, they really bust their tail.
You got to think the greatest town in America, it would only be fitting if it had the greatest Bojangles in America, and it does.
Yes.
So, but then you got Harry and Harry 2 and
oh my gosh, yes, in Bishopville.
Yes, that's like one of my favorites.
The buffalo chicken wrap there is insane.
Dude, we went there over Christmas break, and when I would always go there, like I went there a lot in high school. And over Christmas break, I got wings, like Terry Hot wings.
Oh, yeah.
They were probably the best wings around.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Tate would still tell you Gadgets is.
I do love Gadgets, man. That's on my list too.
Yeah.
But then you got Mr. B's.
And Bishopville, dude, the buffet. The buffet, dude, we're hitting this off right now.
That's pretty good. And then
Dude, and the thing is, at Mr. B's, it's like a $5 buffet. Like you go in there and you get catered with some really quality like buffet food.
You go in there on a Sunday after church, and the place is packed. Like it's shoulder to shoulder around this buffet, and they got all kinds of stuff, man.
Man, those buffets are like Band-Aid stations, dude. They on Sundays they fill up.
Yeah.
But what else do you have? I know you have a lot.
Why? I look chunky or something?
No, like me and you are hitting this off right now. Like
yeah.
In my top 4, top 5, I would have all of these on here.
All right. Let's see. All right. You probably ain't been here. Tubbs in Florence. It's like a seafood place.
I've never been there.
It's so like you got to go down there and get Tate to take you or something. It's got some of the best seafood I've ever had.
Yeah, I'm about to go watch him. I'm about to go up, I think 2 weekends and watch him in Sumter.
Yeah, that's
dude,
really
good. Dude, I think he's FaceTimed me eating there before, and he told me to try it.
It's so good.
Does it come in a box? It comes in a box, doesn't it?
Maybe. I don't. It's like a little tray, maybe. Like those little. I don't know. It's so good. Blackened. Always get the blackened flounder, I think, and then a crab cake.
Oh yeah,
and
the crab cakes.
What else did I get? I don't know. They got really good catfish too. I know that's not seafood, but that place is so good. They got waffle fries and hush puppies.
Oh yes, Tate has showed me this place.
And then let's see. Man. Oh, here, I know you're going to like this one, Sam. So, Batten's.
The 2-egg breakfast.
The 2-egg breakfast, baby, with the hash brown.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, you spend a lot of time. I spent a lot of time down there in Somerton. And nothing like, Saturdays you got to go. You got to leave pretty early in the morning,
It's a ticking time bomb. Like you really got to go.
Go hunting, like leave the house at like 2, get there at 3 or something, ain't nothing for a while, and then you coming back through, and it's only fitting to go to Batten's.
Yes.
And the food might not be that good, but it sure does taste good.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, that's probably it, honestly.
Best thing about Batten's, though, like whenever I was a little kid, the first time I ate there, they didn't even have a credit card machine yet.
Yeah, they still don't have one back in the kitchen. You have to take it up to the front.
Yeah.
But I like Batten's. Man. Then obviously Substation 2. Talk about it all the time.
Yes.
But that's it. That's all I got for that one.
Let's go to the NCAA tournament. There's a lot of good games, Will, and I don't know. I feel like you're a guy that has a good bracket. Did you fill out a bracket or no?
I didn't, but I have a basketball guy sitting in the living room. I told him I would bring him in here for my basketball talk.
Oh, bring him in here. Bring him in here right now.
All right, I got you. Hey, Reed, it's your time to shine, baby. Yeah. Here, I'll give you the hot seat.
I'm on FaceTime. I'm gonna put a hat on.
He said he looks ugly, so he's going to put a hat on.
Oh, gosh. This guy loves basketball. What's up? Dude, let's talk NCAA tournament, man. This NCAA tournament is insane. Like the field, it reminds me of the field from 2010 of the Duke and Butler run.
Yeah.
But well, what do you think like about this whole tournament? Are we breaking up? I can't hear. Gosh. We're having issues.
There we go. I hear you.
I can hear
There
you.
we go.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Um. So, what do you feel about the NCAA tournament as a whole this year?
Well, I'm a Duke fan, so that can pretty much be my answer. We aren't in it, so that was pretty upsetting. I don't know. My bracket is completely wrong. I think I have like 500 points through the first 2 rounds, which is pretty bad. But I like watching basketball, so it's been pretty interesting to see like the lower seeds win.
Yeah, I feel like it's. I think Gonzaga is going to slip up. Everybody thinks I sound stupid or dumb, but Gonzaga always they can never win the big one.
I got Creighton beating them in the Sweet 16, so we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if Loyola Chicago goes to the ship. Like,
Well, that would be crazy.
no, like the level of basketball they're playing.
Yeah, they're good.
What was your favorite upset?
Um, mm, well, I had Illinois winning, so I didn't like that one. But I don't even remember who they lost to now. I watched that game. Who did they
Oh,
lose
Illinois
to?
and Loyola.
Oh yeah. That's probably been my favorite game so far.
Dude, they had some guard pressure up on Illinois'
Yeah,
11 the whole game, and they had just brought the big man, and he was just playing like
yeah,
steel tag with him the whole game, and that
yeah.
was
That's
the difference.
impressive because they had like 2 guys who were 7 foot down low.
And they just stopped feeding them that like late in the game, and that was the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you think is going to cut down the nets?
Uh, I said Illinois was my team. Right now, I honestly like Alabama a lot.
Yes,
I would like,
yes. Nobody, not a lot of people are selling on Alabama. They make 3-point shots and they score 100 a game.
yeah, I would have said Iowa too, but they're gone. Probably Alabama. Yeah,
Dude, I don't know about Syracuse. They're playing some good basketball.
if Syracuse wins, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Because every year, I feel like Syracuse is always ruining a bracket whenever I try to pick them as like a 4 or 5 seed. But every time they're an 11 seed, they always make a deep run in the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you got anything else you want to add?
Not really. Very disappointed that Duke's not in the tournament. They were gonna win the ACC tournament if COVID hadn't hit them.
Yeah, they were turning things around at the right time.
They were gonna get in and make a run. I had a feeling, but it's okay.
There's
Next year,
always next year. You know, Coach K's got some 5 stars.
they'll be back.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
For sure, bro. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks, Reed. You're welcome.
I had to
Dude,
bring
that
my
guy knows
basketball.
some basketball.
Yeah, he was a point guard in high school.
Yeah. What position does he play again?
He's a pitcher. He's our Friday night starter. Yeah,
Oh,
just won pitcher of the week for the North Greenville series. Pitched complete game against him.
All right. This is the outdoors segment.
All right.
This is a Tate segment. What is your dream hunt?
Oh man, I would say my dream hunt would probably be like shooting mallards on public land in Arkansas or somewhere like flooded timber, but public land like boat race, all that, the whole nine.
No, yeah. The gamble.
Yeah.
Um,
I've also always wanted to kill an elk with a bow. I think that would be
oh,
really
yes. Like up in the Virginia, the mountains, the Wyomings, and all that.
yeah.
Dude, that turkey hunting's for real, though.
Yeah, I've just never like done any of it. Baseball's like I can never go because of baseball, but I would like to get into that. I think.
It's like the one I killed today. It's like after I shot one, like it made me wanted to go hunt again, like immediately. Like the feeling of the sequence whenever the turkey comes in, like it's like it's gonna happen. Like
Were you shaking bad?
no, I wasn't shaking.
Really?
I was so like
Locked in.
about the situation. Like I was in this bedroom watching turkey hunt videos last night. And I was just trying to like say like, dude, everybody says this is like a nerve-wracking like thing to kill, but it was pretty easy.
That's good.
I mean, I was shaking a little bit at first, like in the morning whenever it was cold, but as the day went on, the more we kept walking, I was pretty much used to it. Oh gosh, Tate told me to underline this one.
All right.
Is Ace the ticket to the Grand American?
Is Ace?
Yes.
Let me tell you something about my little mutt. That I'm so proud of that dog, man.
Oh yeah.
That dog's a little kind of smart.
Dude, I saw him in the yard today. Your mom was out there with him. I think. No. Your mom wasn't home. I saw him. Can you not hear?
Yeah, we're good now. Is Ace the ticket to the Grand American?
Yeah, what does that mean? Explain that. Like whenever Tate told me that, it was just kind of like, what?
The Grand American's a coon hunting trial. And
Oh.
I told Tate like years ago, I think we were duck hunting. And I told Tate, I said, I think I'm done with duck hunting, man. I think I'm gonna get me a coon dog and go win the Grand American.
Oh yeah.
Which is held in Orangeburg and stuff. But no, Ace can't even get in the Grand American because he's not a hound dog. If not,
Yeah,
we'd probably be training when I got home for him to tree a coon.
Yeah, that's one of those things I kind of really wanted to try too, because everyone talks about it, but not a lot of people do it. Like
Right.
there's a lot of small talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never coon hunted in my life, but I know there's coons in South Carolina, so
all everywhere. Like,
right. I see more coons when I'm deer hunting.
Oh yeah.
But
I got another good. This is a closing question.
all right.
This is another Tate question. Is the hunting playlist the same as the pregame playlist?
Dude, the hunting playlist, it's like I guess it is kind of a pregame playlist, man. It depends what kind of season you're having, though, I think, too.
It's all about what you're feeding off of. Like,
right. Some days, like, sometimes I might be playing, I don't know, Little Baby or something on the way to duck hunt because I think it's going to be a good hunt or something.
Yeah, and then some days you just want to be in a country mood where you just want to hit the country. But
but as the season goes on, I think I start finding myself playing
some what? I lost you. Dude, I'm gonna have to edit this video out. This is apartment internet 101.
One second.
There we go.
You got me now?
Yes. I lost my train of thought on that. Oh well. Oh yeah, back to what was the music that you were saying before we got interrupted?
Probably like at the beginning of the season, you'll probably like catch me playing like some rap music, like some Lil Baby or something. Because I'm in the, like I think it's gonna be a good hunt.
Yeah, it's all about I don't know. Lil Baby's different. He raps around about the recent stuff, like the world timing stuff. And
well, I mean that's the only rapper I could think of, but some popular songs or whatever, some popular rap songs. And then as the season goes on, I think I like find myself playing sad music because like I know I'm just going to waste some time. But deer hunting is different. The deer hunting playlist is different.
yes, there's no voice to a deer hunt playlist. It's about a little bit of like everything.
Yeah, I mean I only got like a 10-minute drive to where I deer hunt at, so I have to pick my songs carefully.
Yes.
Drop Zone's in there somewhere by Colt Ford.
Oh yeah.
Got to play that somewhere.
Dude, I got a good song. This is the turkey music. You need to go listen to this.
Is this your turkey playlist?
I'm about to play it right now. This is gonna be the closeout song of the day. So. Chasing Thunder. Have you ever heard this?
I don't know.
About Walt Gabbard.
How many times you listened to that today?
On the way there. This is some bullpen music, Will. This is some bullpen music.
Some what music?
This is some bullpen music. Let's get out of the bullpen. Let's go.
Hey, no, my walk-up song "Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy."
Oh, yeah. But this is pretty good. But right now, Carolina's playing. I don't know if you're about to go watch that again, but it's probably over now. Heck.
Yeah.
But they took care of business. Who do y'all have this weekend?
We play Chawan this weekend, which they're they're not very good, but I don't know. And then the next weekend, I think we have Emmanuel at home, and then it's Belmont Abbey after that. But we go to Wingate tomorrow, which is a big matchup for us. They're a good team. So, but last weekend, I think we're about to get real hot now. We got some confidence.
Yeah, y'all a win like that against North Greenville and the way y'all beat them.
Yeah, it was a fun series, man. It was a real fun series.
It's something you just keep feeding off of.
For sure. The weight room yesterday is probably the most electric it's ever been. So, and that was that was the first time we had been back together since, the game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So, people maxing out, strap bar deadlift, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways.
Dude, Will, this has been a good time. I
appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, this has been a good video. I'm going to try my best to get all these edited parts out of here because I know we had some internet apartment interruptions.
The college student Wi-Fi?
Yes, 100%.
Yep.
But I'm going to get it uploaded, and it'll be up in probably about 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Sounds good, man.
But thank you for your time, and I'll keep in touch with you like always.
Sounds good. I appreciate you having me, man.
All right. I'll see you, brother.
All right, be easy.